How's it going, guys? Thanks for joining the live stream. You're probably going to be watching this on a replay, so I'm going to tell you this up front. Guys, if you want to get onto the stream and you actually want to catch me live and ask me questions, you got to click subscribe button. You got to click the notification bell button. That's the only way it's going to work out. I'm not like looking for subscribers because it makes me feel so good, but the only way you're going to be able to join this live stream is if you're subscribed and you click the notification button. Otherwise, the YouTube is just going to start the stream and they're not going to tell you anything. I mean, I'm going on Facebook. I'm posting this on Facebook. I'm posting this on YouTube itself. And unless you're subscribed and click the notification button, it's not going to happen. Okay, let's do this. What's up, Rick Reviews? How's it going, man? McAdoo, what's up? Hey, how's it going, South Carolina? What's up, Daryl? How's it going, Fly 804? Hey, I might need what is it called? An admin or a moderator in case there's gonna be some really annoying fucking people. So, ¿qué pasa? California, how's it going, man? How's it going, Ray Chick? Or that's somebody else behind that account, if I remember correctly. Nerd speaks. What's up, dude? Okay, 2016 Honda Odyssey, $19,000, 34,000 miles. I don't know, bro. Nerd speaks. If you've seen my stream before, I haven't done the research, bro. I don't know what's the best possible deal. To me, $19,000, 2016 Odyssey sounds like a pretty good deal, considering it has to be touring or EXL, so you gotta have leather seats, so you gotta have all the fancy pants, all the cool toys, you know, for $19,000. But then again, I haven't done the research on the market. What if I tell you it's a good deal, but then we're able to find the same car for $16,000? That's $3,000 difference, and I don't want to, make you lose on $3,000. Hold on a second. I'm trying to tap on the screen here, but it's not working. All right, fly by 804. I think I just made you a moderator. Is 300 worth it? G-Man, you don't know it. Okay, if you mean Chrysler 300, and it depends. If you're getting it for free, sure, it's worth it. If you have to pay a lot of money for it, it's not worth it. Let's be honest here. It depends on how much money you're talking about. How's it going, Richard Burnett? Get your snacks, get your friends ready. Let's do this. Let's get this party started. Did you laser at the dealership prank in your Facebook group? Did you laser the dealership prank video? McAdoo, I'm not sure what prank you're talking about. Is 2006 Ford Explorer with 150,000 miles any good? If you're getting it for free, it's good. I don't know the price you're getting. If the offer is $15,000, probably not a good deal. But if the offer is like $2,000 and you need a farm truck, and then again, I don't know what you need this truck for. Is it an everyday car? Are you trying to turn it into a weekend car? Or is this going to be a farm truck? How's it going, Pedro? Hey, Kane, how's it going? What do you think about Lexus IS 200T? Ray Chick, it's a good car. It's a good car. I would not consider that IS to be a luxury car. I would consider it a good-looking, a good-looking sedan. I would not consider it a luxury car. If you're thinking about it as a luxury car, it doesn't have acoustic windows. It doesn't have acoustic soundproofing. It's not a super, quiet, comfy, smooth ride like you would expect, for example, from ES, GS, LS, Lincoln, Cadillac. I would not consider it a luxury car, but yeah, it's a great car. It's a great car. Mazda 3 hatchback or sedan. I'm a huge fan of hatchbacks. I love wagons and hatchbacks. I mean, I love them. They're my favorite type of car. Um, what does powertrain warranty cover and not cover? Haha, very good question, Silver 1983. What does it cover? I have no idea. What's in a contract? Every single little contract, every single little company is different. You like I read the Honda powertrain coverage warranty when I used to work at the dealership, and I was surprised what's in it. Like, guys, you gotta read the contracts, and you gotta be a mechanic and an attorney to understand those contracts. They are super freaking slick. Uh, what type of car do you drive then? ES350. Lexus. Oh yeah, G-Man. Okay, Lexus IS300. Lexus, not Chrysler. Yes, Lexus over Chrysler. Yeah, 300 is fucking amazing. John Mooney, what's my opinion on buying cars from rental companies? I love it. I think it's a great idea. Here's why I think it's a great idea. Not just a good idea, but a great idea. Because everybody else is scared of buying a car from a rental company. Ooh, somebody was destroying the car. They were raping it. Guys, when you rent a car, do you treat it better than your car or worse than your car? If you scratch it, you're paying for it. If you do anything to that car, you're paying for it. The days of people taking the cars on fucking crazy ass joyrides, I think they're gone. Yeah, there are idiots everywhere. I'm not gonna say, we're living in idiot-proof world, but I have no problem with buying a car from a rental company. And here's another reason I have no problem buying a car from a rental company. I will take that car for pre-purchase inspection. It doesn't matter where the car comes from. I don't care. I'm going to inspect the car anyways. Let me do some here real quick. Bam. Okay. What do you think about Prius? Never thought I'd own one, but I was counting community and okay, perfect. Flyby. I love Priuses. I love them. What can I say? It's a great economical car. That's just make sure you're not buying something that's a million years old because the batteries could be going bad. So yeah, just you gotta make sure you're inspecting the car. But I'm all for Priuses. I'm using your advice in getting 2019 Highlander. Got five different ships working for me. Team Trump. I can't say anymore. Congratulations, dude. Congratulations. It's crazy once you actually do the work and you get the results. No, there's no magic. Like what I say, guys. What I do is no magic. That's why I even put a course together where I teach regular people how to do what I do, because there's no magic. It's simple. You just have to work. You just have to know ins and outs and all the little secrets and tactics. Yo, Team Trump, once you get a good deal, I'm gonna need a review from you. I want to see what kind of deal you got. Send me a message on Facebook or join our Facebook group. I want to brag a little bit on your success. Such great advice. I owe you. What do you think about leasing or buying? Kane McCord, excellent question. Leasing versus buying. Let me ask you this, Kane. If you lease a car, what are you gonna do at the end of those 3 years? Get another car, right? You're not gonna ride a bus, get a skateboard, or I don't know, fucking ride a bicycle. You're gonna get another car. So if you're gonna be leasing for the rest of your life, what's the point of leasing in the first place? It's not cheaper. It's not. What's the point of leasing? Oh, well, you never have any issues with the car. If it ever breaks, we can have the car. You can just exchange the car. Well, here's a crazy concept. Why don't you buy a car that's not a piece of shit? I mean, let's try these. Hyundai, Kia, Lexus, Toyota, Honda, Mazda. There's a bunch of different options. So I'm all for buying cars. I'm the type of guy that would buy a car and keep that car until the wheels fall off. I rather buy a car for future. You know how when you have kids, you buy them clothes like maybe a size bigger, maybe just a little bit bigger, because they're gonna grow into it 3 months later. Same thing with cars. You spend maybe $3,000, maybe $4,000 more and buy a car that you will truly enjoy for the next 10, 15 years. The reason we have these plastic fucking toasters on wheels is because dealerships put a marketing thing that, oh, buy this car when you're 20, buy this really piece of shit car that you're 20, and then buy another one when you're 25, another one when you're 30, another one when you're 35. What if you could just buy a good car when you're 20 years old, buy yourself a good $15,000 car, buy yourself a $20,000 car when you're 20 years old, but buy yourself a car that you're gonna keep for a very long time until the wheels fall off. Yo, Team Trump, dude, if you got any questions, you got my phone number is below the below the video. Text me if there is any counseling or guidance I can help you with. Go for it. About buying the lease after 3 years. Okay, if you're thinking about buying the lease car that you leased, so buying out the lease, that's a great idea. Very good idea. You already paid for the car, so just keep it until the wheels fall off. Yeah, Emmanuel, I could see how that would work out with leasing. You lease a car, see if you like it, and then you can just buy it. But here's the thing with leasing and leasing to see if you like the car. That's an expensive way to try out a car. There's way cheaper ways to try out a car. You can go to a dealership for free, test drive it. Then you can rent a car on Turo, see if you like it. Next, you can go to rental companies and just rent a car from like Hertz or Enterprise or something, you know. And then on top of that, you can you can rent a car from somebody else who has one. You know, that's, I mean, how long do you really need a car for to understand if you like it or not? 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 3 days at the most. How's it going, Joe Ocasio? Yo, man, I'm enjoying. I'm glad that there's people like there's a guy from Puerto Rico that's watching these videos, and I bet the same stuff works in Puerto Rico. Okay, King Noel, excellent question. Dan, do you ever consider buying a flooded vehicle? There are crazy deals on Auto Trader, such as 2018 GMC with 25,000 miles, brand new for 20 grand. Yeah, why do you think it's such a good deal? Because nobody wants that shit. Listen, when you have a flooded car, imagine all the electronics that it's in the car, all the computers, all the fucking sensors. Do you know what happens with metal, salt, and water? Or water and metal? That shit rusts out. And you don't need a lot of corrosion. You don't need scary looking corrosion in electronics for them to go to get fucked up. There's actually a company called AutoSource. And they do something really fucking smart. Very interesting. I mean, that company is blowing up. Like, I mean, they are really blowing up. The only reason they're blowing up is because people don't necessarily know what the hell is actually going on. They buy flooded cars, and then they you know, change them, clean them, fix them up a little bit. You know, I mean, there's nothing fixing to be done. It's just interiors, you know. Clean them, vacuum them, you know, whatever they gotta do to flooded car. Make it look nice, make it drive again, and then they sell it for pretty much the same price as a non-flooded car. It's ridiculous. I don't know how that can, like, the craziest businesses are fucking blowing up. It's ridiculous. I mean, you don't even have to have a good product. You don't have to have a good service. Dude, do not buy a flooded car. Okay, let me just put it in short. Don't buy flooded car, because it's a huge risk that you are taking on yourself. I buy rebuilt title cars. I buy salvage cars. I buy cars that have been smashed. I bought cars that have been in accidents. Not once I bought a car that has been flooded. I know somebody who bought a flooded car. I told that person, don't buy a flooded car. They didn't listen. They bought a flooded car, $5,000. $5 fucking grand worth of electronics to repair. And that's just the start. That's just the start. Things are only gonna go worse with age, not better. um, because insurance would be crazy expensive at 20 for a dream car. John Scottomoyer. Insurance would be crazy for your dream car. Well, if your dream car is a Lexus ES 350 or a good comfortable good Lexus or Infinity, you know, a good luxury car that's not a sports car, then I wouldn't worry about it. Guys, the things that I have done when I was younger with insurance, I shouldn't even be mentioning in a live stream. I don't know. I literally do not understand how people in their 20s buy expensive cars and pay $400, $300, $250 in insurance. It's crazy. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, for that money, I mean, for the car payment with fucking crazy ass insurance, with gas money, you might as well be Ubering. I don't know. I think paying tickets would be cheaper than actual insurance. Raymond Velasquez. Hey Dan, I follow your videos. You really know what you said. I'm looking for a Nissan Rogue 2018. First, I would if you're looking for a Nissan, I would steer you towards another Japanese brand. To be honest with you, so that would be my answer, I guess. Dan, can you explain your service buying a car? It's super simple. You contact me, you text me, you tell me what car you want, how much money you want to spend, and I find your car. It takes between 3 to 8 days, and I charge you $1,000 to do all the work. And then if you need help selling your car, I'll help you with that also. I agree with you on leasing tips, but some people don't have that extra couple of dollars a month. They decide to lease. Yeah, Emmanuel. As long as you're doing smart financial decision with leasing, as long as you're gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna lease this car, then I'm gonna buy it out. Okay, you're thinking long term, right? You're thinking long term. You're thinking about money. You're not just thinking about, oh, I'm gonna drive a fancy car to impress everybody who actually doesn't care about this car. Yeah, I hate to say this, but guys, I would not buy a Nissan. Like, I fucking love Nissans. I love old Nissans. The old Nissans, they're sport cars, they're two-door fucking coupes. They're amazing. They're fucking amazing. But new Nissan, no. Oh, thanks, Flyby804. Appreciate the support. Smash that like button. Oh, dude, I fucking love it. I made the right choice putting you in as an admin, as a moderator. We got a fucking team going. Oh, that's awesome. Do flood cars get rebuilt titles? Absolutely. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. What do you think is a better value, 2014 through 2017 Lexus ES or GS? If they're the same price, GS. But GS typically are $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 more. So GS is more of a sporty car, you know, well, while ES is more of a, you know, luxury. They're still both luxurious, but GS just has a thing about it, like Jeep Wrangler, right? There's a thing about it that people believe in their mind. Because GS back in the day, about 1 billion years ago, they used to have V8s. They used to have really nice V8s in them, and that was a thing. But now, for a few years, 2014 through 2017, they took out the V8, put in a V6, and now they brought the V8 back. Can you brew? Let's see, did I miss anything? Nope. Okay. You bring up a lot of basic, boring cars, but what about something like Shelby Cobras or supercharged F-150 Raptors? The principle is the same, or do they change because these cars are less common? Okay, first, Raptors are dime fucking dozen. Raptors are not fucking unique. Let's be honest. Okay, maybe on second year or third year of car or manufacturing, they were still, ooh, Right now, Raptors are, I mean, there's shit ton of them. There's a bunch of them. Far as Shelby Cobras, I actually don't know how many of them there are. So the same principles apply. The exact same principles. The only, but you are thinking in the right realm. If the car is really unique, like these principles that I teach you guys, they would not apply for a fucking Lamborghini. Asking 25% off or 20% off for a Lambo, like that's not gonna happen. You know what I mean? What else? Old classic collectible muscle cars. Again, that shit is not gonna happen because there's just so few of them. But for regular cars that most people drive, the same shit works. And to be honest with you, with Raptors, I don't think it's a unique car. I mean, okay, maybe not 25%, go with 15%. But the same principles apply. It's just the amount of how much money you can, how much money you're going to be able to save that changes. Thanks, Top Notch. Appreciate it. Top Notch. Okay, Top Notch. Watch LLC. Boy, that's a mouthful. Okay, the reason that I use profanity or I cuss so much is because I am angry. It's because you haven't been through what I've been through. Listen, how would you tell me the words that I should use when a customer is getting, I would say, fucked for $1,200-$1,500 worth of made dealership fees. Salespeople don't even get paid on dealership fees. It goes straight into the dealership's pocket. What would you call that? Give me another substitute for getting fucked. When somebody spent $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 on a bunch of useless bullshit warranties that they need in the finance office, I call that fucked. What would you call it? I don't know any other word. When I see a 25-year-old, a 23-year-old who has payments on $60,000 car, and he doesn't know how the fuck he's going to be making those payments because his job changed a little bit, I call that fucked. When you're 25 and you owe $60,000 on a fucking Camaro or a Dodge or a Ford Mustang, I call that fucked. What would you call it? I just don't know any other words. Hey guys, my internet went out for a few seconds, so we're gonna see how it goes. Are Mazdas reliable? Some Mazdas had their fucking they had some kind of transmission issues, but I think they're better. I actually recommend, to be honest with you, I would buy a Mazda. And so Mazda goes into, I recommend car buying, into that category. Okay, Kane McCord, how can you trust buying a car across the country and having it delivered that if you're not going to be, that you're going to... Okay, I see what your question is. Okay, Kane. So the question is, how can you trust that the car will be delivered if you pay for it? If you're buying the car from a private party, that's a tricky situation. If you're buying it from a dealer, it's not a problem. It's a fucking dealer. They're gonna deliver you the car. They're in the business of getting rid of cars. They want to be selling cars. If you're buying the car from a private seller, and you found them selling cars, if you're buying the car from a private seller, and you found a really amazing fucking deal that's actually worth doing a little bit of extra work for, okay, here's a couple of solutions. Number one, just fly in, maybe drive it back. Option number two, you can give money to the car hauling company. You can find a car shipping company in your city. You have to do that with the management. It's not a regular guy. You have to talk to a manager. I actually used to do that, but because I personally knew the shipping company. Like, hey guys, how's it going? I'm just getting a car. Here's the check. Give it to the truck driver. And it's not a regular check. It's a cashier check, so nobody can steal it. And if they will steal it, they can't cash it because it's written specifically only to the car seller. So the truck driver picks up the car, gives the check, and bam, everything is done. And he gets the title, the car, all that shit. There's something else maybe you can do. You can call, you can find an attorney that will mitigate the deal. You can call an attorney and be like, hey, I'm trying to buy a car in your city, but I don't want to send the check to just a regular Joe Blow. Is there any way I can use your, attorney services so you can be a middleman? And, he shouldn't charge you more than $300 so he can hold the fucking check. You know what I mean? What do you think about Hyundai Konas? Regular Hyundai Kona or a hybrid? Okay, but if you're gonna be buying that stupid ass fucking hydrogen piece of shit, don't. when is the preferred time to buy a car? Okay, SSSCSR 85. Your question is, when is the best time to buy a car? Literally, you gotta watch a video that I have on my channel. It's called "When is the best time to watch a car?" So the short answer is whenever you're ready. Whenever you grow a pair of balls and whenever you're ready to buy a car. There is no magical time. Here's a pro tip, guys. I'm gonna this is from my course, but I'm gonna share it with you because he kind of reminded me of it. A lot of people are thinking, hey, I'm gonna buy a car at the end of the month or at the end of the year. I'm gonna get the best deal at the end of the month. Well, you don't have to wait until the end of the month. You just call the manager and tell them this. Hey, I understand it's not the end of the month and you give your best deals at the end of the month, but just between you and me, let's pretend it's the end of the month and you give me the best deal possible. That's it. Why wouldn't they give you the best deal possible in the middle of the month? Who gives a shit? What is your opinion on a used BMW i3? Stay the hell away from it. Carlo, Carol, no BMWs. Unless you're a mechanic, unless you have a friend who is going to fix your car for a very cheap price, then I wouldn't buy a BMW. Listen, that's just my opinion. Like, don't if you disagree, I mean, that's okay. And I met like two people in this month. I think actually two people in my entire life that said they're in their like second or third BMWs and they have no problems. My problem with European cars is they are not consistently reliable. I can blindly pick out any Toyota and it's going to be reliable. I can blindly pick out any Lexus and it's going to be reliable. I can't do that with BMW. I can't do that with Mercedes, Audi, Alfa Romeo, Fiat, Range Rover, Jaguar. I can't do that with none of them. Hey, how's it going, Eliza? Reinventor. You're asking me about my opinion on 2015 or 2016 body style. I like the body style on the older one, but I like the interior on the new one. So that's my opinion. I don't like the interior on the old ones too much, but it's still a great car. Hey, how's it going, Thomas Jefferson? We are glad you're here. Lexus ES350 or Genesis. S-Ville 1983. I'm driving ES350, but that's only because it was actually cheap. I'm kidding. I'm not kidding you. That Lexus was cheaper than Genesis. That's crazy. Hyundai Genesis is more expensive right now than fucking Lexus. But to me, it's the same. It doesn't matter. But I would love to drive Genesis for a few weeks to see how they feel. I love them both. Hell yeah, GD, thanks, appreciate it, man. By the way, whoever's just getting on the stream, you gotta subscribe and click the notification bell. That way you're coming right to the beginning of the stream and you're never missing anything. Because in the comments afterwards, once the stream is posted and it's not live, I see a lot of comments, man, I missed your stream. So to prevent that, you just subscribe, click the notification bell, and bam, you're going to be getting notified whenever I go live. And sometimes I also do a lot of postings here and there. You'll also get notifications on that. How about Mitsubishi Outlander Raymond? It depends how much you're paying for it. I don't think Mitsubishi is right now. I don't think Mitsubishi is a super quality car. Mitsubishi Evo, excellent car. Love that car. Amazing. That thing is a fucking monster. But anything else is, I wouldn't buy it. I mean, if you find one for like $9,000 with 30,000 miles, or like really stupid good deal, and sometimes you can, take it to a mechanic, make sure it has no problem. It looks like a good deal. Hey, why the hell not? I mean, you're only paying like $10,000-$12,000 for it for a car that has 30,000 miles. You know, even if it blows up at 120,000 miles, whatever, it ended up being like $200 a month. You know, it's not that bad. Ali Elam, finally, thanks to you, but Toyota Highlander 2019, and I loving it. Yo, Ali, can I get a huge favor from you? If you use my stuff, right, you use my video and you got a good deal, please tell me about it, because I'm looking for testimonials, I'm looking for reviews, because a lot of people use my stuff, it works for them, but, you know, there's not a testimonial and people think I'm a crazy guy, you know, talking nonsense. Can you please do me like a 30-second video review on our Facebook group? Just point the, there's actually a couple of people that did it and it's amazing. Like, huge thank you. Okay, 3 printer 3. Is it worth getting 2016 RAV4 hybrid or save the instant cash without buying it? I love the way you're thinking. So you understand that there's a difference. That hybrid is going to be more expensive than the regular car. Let me ask you this, 3 printer 3. Are you going to be an Uber driver? Are you a taxi driver? Are you going to be, I don't know, driving 150 miles a day, 200 miles a day? If not, then I would not recommend. So I wouldn't recommend you. I have a video on hybrids. I literally have a video where I do all the math. There's like a good amount of math. Miles per gallon, how many years you're gonna own it, and it's called hybrids. Is it worth buying? Check it out. It's an entire video where I talk about, are hybrids worth it? Emmanuel Zerbialov. Okay, what are the average fees in Florida? I have no idea. I bought a car here once. So it's like $400 for a new license plate. You're getting fucked on a piece of metal that cost them $1 to make. But you know, we gotta keep Uncle the government happy. $160 for registration, so it's like $560 or $700. It's ridiculous. But I would call them up and figure out exactly what it is. I hate how SUVs handle looking for a Camry XSE. Sorry guys, I don't know. I don't know why the hell it just went black. I don't know what the hell happened. Let me see here. Shit, I missed a bunch of people. Let me go back, guys. Let me catch up with you. Oh boy, I missed a lot. Okay, let me see here. Thanks, Graham. Appreciate it. I'm sorry, guys, about the video, the internet connection. I don't know what the hell is going on. It just disappears. I don't know. Damian Rodriguez. How much discount is possible for end of the year truck? 27%. It's gonna be ridiculous. I mean, if you want to wait towards end of the year, it's gonna be. I mean, as much as I say, buy a car whenever you want. You know, I still stand by it. But with trucks, I mean, it's gonna be stupid, crazy deals at the end of the year. So I gotta be honest with you. There's gonna be 17 fucking $1,000 off MSRP. It's gonna be ridiculous. And people don't believe me that there's 20-25% of dealer of profit in these cars. There is just dealerships and manufacturers choose not to give it to us. That's it. Robert, thanks, appreciate it, bud. How long should a replacement built transmission last? It depends on the transmission. It depends who did the work. I'm talking to you, all dirty dasher. It depends on the transmission and how well it was rebuilt, and a replacement or rebuilt. I That's a really hard one to tell you. What's your opinion on Honda S2000? It's a phenomenal car, bro. It's a phenomenal car. It's a great car. It's a fun car. It's a reliable car. So if you have a choice to buy one and keep it for a long time, yeah, go for it. Why is Mercedes buying 30% off? Hyundai makes Hyundai more reliable and better. Here's why. Mingi Yeo, let me tell you this. Mercedes used to be selling high-end cars, but people realized, especially in America, that Mercedes are they're not super reliable. So when you're buying a $70,000 Mercedes, you expect it to be reliable. So their very expensive high-end car sales have actually gone down significantly. If you do some research, you're gonna find out that their luxury car sales are going down. So what they decided to do is they decided that they need to start selling cheap cars. That's why they have the C class. That's why they have all the little Mercedes for like 20, 28, $35,000, and they needed to expand their brand because their sales were going down. And part of the brand expansion was they needed either to make another car brand or invest into another car brand. So they invested into Hyundai. So they invested into Hyundai, and they realized that they need to be selling not only good looking cars, reliable cars, I mean luxury cars, but they need to be selling reliable cars. So they actually bought a lot of technology from Japan. They brought a lot of stuff from Japan, and that's why Hyundai now has Genesis. That's why Hyundai and Kia are great right now. King Nola, I appreciate it. Yeah, dude, it'd be crazy if we hit like 9,000 subs this month. That would be absolutely insane. What do you think regarding Nissan 10-year warranty, Toyota 5-year warranty, Nissan trying to achieve? Listen, Ali, if Nissan has a 10-year warranty and that warranty covers transmission, sure, we can go with that. But if it doesn't cover transmission, then no bueno. Nissan biggest problem is transmissions. So if the warranty covered transmission, then sure, let's see how well it covers and what actually it covers. I'm planning to buy Sonata for invoice price and low financing rate. It's offered by my company. And what do you think about this decision? Should I wait until Sonata 2020? I don't know about Sonata 2020. Is it going to be new body style? What's different between 2019 and 2020? What's the actual difference? And if you buy a Sonata for 2020, Talib Ali, send me a message. I actually want to see what kind of price you got. I want to see if you got a better price than I'm able to get. Hey, bro, I got a trade-in, but I don't drive it. You think you can still worth trading in it? No, if you got a trade-in, don't trade it into a dealership. You're going to be part of the problem. Sell it on Craigslist, sell it on Facebook Marketplace, and sell it on Auto Trader. That's what I recommend, to be honest with you. You're going to get most money for it, and you're going to sell it to a person. You're going to do the right thing by selling it to a person, not a dealership who's going to vacuum it, add thousands of dollars worth of profit that they're gonna make, and try to screw somebody else using your car. Just don't trade in your cars. Um, what's more reliable, Toyota Highlander or a Honda Pilot? To me, it's the same thing. SSCR 85, it's the same thing to me. Flyby 808. Yeah, dude, I love Genesis. I love Genesis. Like, to me, Honda is the underdog of the automotive world. I mean, they're coming in onto the scene. I mean, they're all about chewing bubblegum and kicking ass. And I think they're running short on bubblegum. What are your thoughts on car car makers' trend on using the more palatable, thinner aluminum over heavier but sturdier, high-strength steel? Okay, the reason they're doing it is because they're gonna save money. That's number one, and number two, our our lovely leader Trump imposed a tariff on steel, so we're gonna see a lot more aluminum in in cars. That is it's so funny. You're like the only person that you're probably one of the few people who actually knows about that. I know it because it's my job, because I'm a nerd about it. But I'm surprised you actually know about this. Uh, manufacturer, they gotta make money. You know, the manufacturing companies are smarter than the government. Guys, come on. They're always gonna find a different way out. So, but the good thing with aluminum is it doesn't rust. So that's a good thing. I Oh, Seville 1983. That is a funny joke. That is that is a fucking hilarious joke. Do you recommend Lexus sedans or both? SUVs, Lexus SUV or Lexus sedan. I would buy an SUV because it's more comfortable. The SUVs have more stuff to offer. So if you're going to be spending 20, 25, $30,000, $35,000, why would you buy a sedan? Buy an SUV. Drive like a king. How long did you sell cars? What's your background with sales? Um, I sold cars. I think it was 2 years ago that I left the dealership, and my background in sales. I actually I sold vacuums door to door in Washington and Idaho. That was, oh my god, I got so many stories to tell about that. It was the funniest. I mean, I sold vacuums doors to doors. It was a Kirby vacuum. That shit was hilarious. Oh my god, it's an experience. Everybody needs to do it. Not for the money, because you don't make a lot of money. You make shit. But but the experience you gain will stay with you for the rest of your life. Uh, how long? What transmission would I stay away from? Earth Cry. That's a really complicated, difficult question. How about this? I'll make it simple on myself. The transmission that I would choose would be regular 6-7 speed transmission. That's it. Just regular old school 6-7 speed transmission, like what we used to have years ago. That's what I would go with. Um, 3 Sprinter 3. How do I charge my fees? PayPal, I guess, if that's the question you're asking. I guess I don't get it. Maybe uh, PayPal. I mean, you're not gonna you're not gonna come over to my house and bring me cash. uh, Tell us a little about buying cars in auction. Hail damage, is it a good idea or not? Okay, hail damage. The problem with hail damage, you're gonna have to buy you're gonna have to buy new hood, new trunk, new fenders. What else you're gonna have to buy? Glass all around the car, headlights, tail lights, new sunroof. After you put all that shit back on, you're gonna have to bundle. You're gonna have to bundle the roof, and then you're gonna have to bundle the doors. So you got to put in the math. Is it worth it to you? But buying a hail damage car from an auction, great idea. It just, how much is it gonna be? Is it gonna make sense financially? You know. Hey, whoever is joining our 60-minute Facebook group, good choice, because we talk about a lot of stuff. There's a lot of real life examples that you don't see here on YouTube. How's it going, AJJ? Yeah, thanks for smashing the like button. I appreciate the support, guys. I appreciate all the love. Uh, best car for food delivery. Anything from Hyundai, anything from Kia, anything from Honda, anything from Toyota, Mazda 3, whatever is going to be good on gas, because you're going to be wasting a lot of gas. And if you're planning to buy a car for food delivery and you actually have done it for a while and you know the business, this is not your first rodeo, then this is when you might be kind of want to consider a hybrid, because you're going to be putting 150 fucking miles a day in your car. So yeah. What's a decent manufacturing trend, or using water-based paint over the traditional Earthcry? Man, you're asking me some really serious questions. Would you actually recommend paint protective films? Are you talking about the film that like it's like a 3M wrap that you put over your car? Is that the film, or are you talking about the spray on thing? If you're talking about this, like, it depends on the question. Listen, Earthcry, would I recommend protective film, paint protective film on the car? It depends on the value of the car. You know, if it's a Lambo, probably yes. It's a $50,000 car, maybe. If it's a Honda Civic, a Honda Accord, fucking Mazda, Hyundai, $15,000 or $20,000 Lexus, no, no, it's not worth it. You know, I mean, again, because I don't know if it's worth it, to be honest with you. Uh, I got a commercial out of it. Lester Buster. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Um, mm, Earthcry, excellent question. How dealerships make money on 0% financing? Listen, 0% financing does not come from the dealership. It comes from the manufacturer. The manufacturer takes out a loan from the federal government. Stupid, I think it's like 0.8 or 0.9%, or it's like 0.7. Very, 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 very low interest rate. And they're just paying interest rate for you. So it's zero for you. That's it. It's only zero for you. There's still interest rate, but the manufacturer is paying for it. And how dealerships are making money on 0% financing? The dealerships don't care about financing, because car manufacturers are the ones who are taking care of it. So dealerships are still making shit ton of cash. Yes, Flyboy. Yep, absolutely. Flyboy, I didn't see your answer. Just saw it. Hey, I missed it. 370Z. Robert Peters. Okay, 370Z. If you're buying it in manual, great car. If it's automatic, stay the hell away from it. Would you say 3-4 years old is a sweet spot for picking up a used car? What do you think about it? And do you work with clients in Hawaii, or are pickings are slim? Okay. Kiona Kaku. Okay. Hawaii question. Yes, 3-year-olds and 4-year-old cars, used cars, are the best place to go. Why? Because that's typical leasing terms. 3-4 years old. Somebody leases the car, they pay shit ton of money for it, for driving a brand new car, so they can show off to their friends how much money they're spending, and then they turn their car in and lease another one. You come in and you buy that car. That's it. The car is in good condition. Everything is good. The main depreciation, depreciated now. It's slowing down. So 3 4 year old car is what you want to be aiming for. And then far as buying a car in Hawaii. Oh God, I know about buying cars in Hawaii and Alaska. It's a shit show. First, the vehicles are destroyed by weather and bad roads, like Alaska. And second, the pricing is insane. I mean, it's literally insane. So, for people that are in Alaska or Hawaii, I know it's going to cost you money to ship the car, but if you ship the car, let's say you're paying the same amount of money, or let's say you're paying a little bit better, but you're getting a better car. You're not getting a rust bucket. You're not getting a piece of shit that has been destroyed, that needs a new brand new suspension. Like in Alaska, the back roads in Alaska, dude, they're bad. They're very bad on fucking suspensions. Johnny DK, the salesman got to me. No, I don't know. We're gonna blame it on the Illuminati. It's the Illuminati. We're gonna blame it on them. Thinking about buying 2016 through 2018 BRZ or 370Z touring. Okay, Robert Peters, you need to text me. If you're gonna be, how much are you gonna be planning to spend? $20,000, $30,000. You can buy a much better car for $20,000, $30,000. I mean, I don't know how much you're gonna be spending, how much you plan to spend, but 370Z touring. I mean, sure, if it's a manual, yeah, but please do not buy a BRZ. Please don't. I mean, that thing is slow as hell. I mean, I don't know why BRZ even exists. Bro, appreciate all the info you shared. Thank you, and keep up on coming. Thanks, Fred. Appreciate the support, bud. Basically, it's between those two. Just boils down to fuel and cost of the ownership. Just read a comment. I think it was. I didn't see what that was about. 3 printer 3. Yes, I charge up front. The reason I charge up front is because I used to charge after my work, but then people forgot to pay. I do the work. I find them the cars. I set them up with the salesman. They got the purchase order. They have everything. And now I tell like, hey guys, pay me. And they're like, you know what? We're gonna think about it. Think about what? I did my work. There's nothing to think about. And then there was one scenario when somebody didn't want to pay me because I was Russian, and I saved them $4,000, $4 fucking grand on the car, $4,000, and they didn't want to pay me because I was Russian. Are you serious? So I was like, I'm done. I am done. I'm taking money up front. Please do a video on your personal dealership stories, customers tactics you used on customers. Zune Dog 31. I guess I could do some tactics, but see, all the dealership salesman magical tactics, they don't work on what I teach because it's a completely different battle. Listen, if I'm going to be teaching you how to deal with the salesman in a dealership, that's going to be, I think, a waste of time. Because I teach you number one mistake to avoid. That's coming to the dealership. If you're coming to a dealership just to walk around, maybe test drive a car, look at some pricing, negotiate, you lost already. That's like you going bear hunting in the fucking bear cave. You're gonna get eaten by a bear. I mean, it's just that simple. You gotta, if you're gonna be engaging an enemy, you gotta engage him on your terms, not on their terms, okay? You got to make sure you're playing in the home field. You don't want to be going over there and playing their games. Although, yeah, I could do a video about that. Maybe I could do another stream where I could tell you a little bit about some stories. 2016 RAV4 SE under 50,000 miles on Car Gurus, Auto Trader. Is that a good deal? 3 printer 3 body. I have no idea if it's a good deal, and I don't care about if it's a good deal. Good deals should not be a thing. Is it the best deal possible? Is it the best deal that you could find? That's what I would ask. Because good deal is subjective. How do you buy a car sight unseen? I know you get inspected, but what if it smells like ashtray? You won't know until it shows up at your door. Okay, gotcha. King Null 001. You're worried about buying a car, it shows up and there is some damages on it, there's scratches, it smells like shit. This is how you avoid this. You tell the salesman, when the salesman is working with you, he is your slave. He does what you tell him to do. And if he doesn't, switch the fucking salesman. Okay? It's very simple. The salesman you should ask the salesman, does this car smell like smoke inside? Yes or no? And do that in over text. And tell them it's an important buying decision to me. If they lie to you, then you can do something because it's over text. So all the questions that you want to get, do it over text. Okay? Text the salesman. Next, ask him this. Hey, I want you to go to that car and I want you to take pictures of every single fuck up and imperfection on that car. Every single ding, every single scratch. I want you to take a picture of every single rim. I want you to take a picture underneath the car in front. I want you to take a picture underneath the car in the back. I want you to take pictures of all the little places. Literally, find me problems with this car. That's it. He's going to go out and do that to you. And then if he shows you the pictures and you get the car that has, for example, scratches on it that were not in the pictures, you can tell maybe the shipping company fucked it up. Then that's a thing you have to work with shipping company, or a salesman lied to you, and then you can work with the dealership. You can be like, yo, what's going on here? You lied to me. Kirby vacuums are awesome, but do not buy a brand new one. You know, I bought a Kirby vacuum when I moved to Miami for $200 off of fucking Craigslist. For $200, that's a $4,000 vacuum, dude. After I found out how much they actually cost to make, it was ridiculous. Parties at the Dan house, dude. I would love to. I live in a ghetto ass fucking apartment. I mean, people do not come to this neighborhood unless they have to, unless they actually live here. Yeah, dude, the Kirby vacuums are fucking insane. They will last you a long ass fucking time. It's crazy. Just joined. What's up, Rich? Great live stream. Thanks, bud. Appreciate it. Whoever is just joining, give me some love. Give me a thumbs up. Share this video. Grand Cherokee or BMW? Brian, I think we texted, or maybe it was another customer. Grand Cherokee or BMW X3? Guys, if I don't know. I hate them both. What do you want me to tell you? I really don't know what to tell you. I mean, Grand Cherokee is cheaper to repair, but then BMW, because if you're going to be spending that kind of money, you might as well buy BMW. I don't know. Like, honestly, it's you gotta. They also drive differently. Grand Cherokee is going to be more smooth. Grand Cherokee is going to be more comfortable, more. I hate to use luxurious, but it's going to be a little more softer ride compared to a BMW X3. And steering is going to be completely different. And then also the seating is going to be a little the seats are going to be way different. Okay, Earthcry, I see what you're talking about. So your question was, does it make sense to wrap your car in clear film to protect the paint? It depends on the price of the car, and it depends on the price of the film. If you can do it for $500, $700, sure, why not? But my question is, how many dings do you have to get on your car? How many paint chips, not dings, but paint chips do you have to get to justify $2,000 or $3,000 rep job, you know. Okay. Thanks, thanks, Métis Floors. I appreciate the support. Okay, so your question is it true that interest rates are high on cars and it's better to get 0% interest rate from a dealership? You can get 0% interest rate. I mean, if your question is 0% interest rate better than like 4% or 3%, then yeah, 0% is better than 3 or 4%. But it doesn't mean that you still can't negotiate. A lot of times, the dealerships will say this: well, because we're giving you 0% interest rate, we're not gonna lower the price. Well, why should I buy a car from you instead of another dealership literally 5 blocks down the road who's selling exact same car, everything exactly the same for the same price? You know what I mean? So you can still negotiate even if the dealership is giving you, I mean, if the car manufacturer, not the dealership, car manufacturer is giving you 0%. Yeah, I don't know what was going on with that stream. It just stopped working for some reason. But the sad part is we lost like half of our viewers. There was like, you know, like 80 people or something, and we're down to 47. Um, Thoughts on 2015 Cadillac Escalade, good value or not? Cadillac Escalade. It's a huge people carrier. I mean, it's a gas guzzler. It, you're asking me about a value. I don't know. I don't know, to be honest with you. Do you need a car that big? Is it worth it far as the miles per gallon? The fuel economy is absolutely horrific on it. You know, that's the question that you need to ask yourself. I don't know if it's a good value or not. You know what? So I don't know how long you're going to be keeping it for also. But yeah, typically Escalades, they have a stigma with them. They have a fan base with them. So you're always going to be able to get a sale on it. You know, it's a good looking. Actually, it's a really good looking fucking SUV. Yeah, 350 Nano, 350. What's up, dude? 350Z and 370Z are amazing. I love them. Finally closed on my Lexus IS 350 today. It took 3 weeks. Finally good. I did well. Yo, Zune Dog, you just bought a Lexus IS 350, right? Tell me about it. Can you do me a huge favor and join our Facebook group at 60-Minute Car and do a 1 minute review. You don't have to be in a video if you don't want, but uh, point the camera at the car to tell us what the money you saved, what the tips that you used, what was my stuff that I teach, was that useful to you or not? Because some people think I'm just a crazy guy, here on the internet, and that I don't make any sense. I see the people like you applying what I teach, and it works. Great job, brother. Thanks for the replies. How much can you save me? Yo, 3Printer3, buddy, you need to text me. There's, I, 3Printer3, text me. Literally, we can answer all your questions in like 2 minutes on the phone. 2 minutes, that's it. Looking to buy Lexus RC 350 in November. Is it a good idea? Might need your help. Juan Vital. Juan? I think that's how you say it. Juan Vital. Yeah, dude. RC 350 is an interesting looking car. If you want to buy it, go for it. It's a Lexus. It's a 2-door. Should last you a while. Should keep its value. If you need some help buying it and you don't want to do the work, holler at me. But need a family vehicle. We'll have 3 youngsters in a car, booster seats in the back. Also have 60 mile per day commute. Okay. I see. So you need a vehicle. You need yes. Okay. Benaya Carlston. Any SUV from Toyota, Honda, Mazda, Hyundai, Kia, they're great. Any SUV. People ask me what's the best SUV? What's the which one do you like the most? They're all the same. You know, to me it's all the same. Kane McCord, they refused to show me. Tell me the price. Kane McCord. So you went to the dealership. You asked them uh, to see the invoice, and they refused. So you walked out. First, good job walking out. Second, they're not going to show you the invoice. Listen, first, the invoice for the dealership is not even a real price that they pay for the car. Let's say here's the invoice. What they don't tell you is there's a holdback that they're gonna make money on. There's there's a cash there's a cash like there's a percentage of the money of the vehicle cash holdback that they're gonna make money. Then on top of that, there's special offers that manufacturers have like bonuses. If you sell this many cars, you get like I don't know $20,000, $30,000 extra. So they're not telling you about that. The invoice is not the lowest price. It's not actually what they pay for these cars. Zune Dog 31. So one of the things that you're asking me about the tactics that I used as a salesman, the number one tactic, number one tool that you have as a salesman is control of people. Literally, sale is 100% psychological. Sales are 100% emotionally, okay, not 100%, but like the sales decisions are 90. Let's go with 90, not 100, 90% emotionally based. Literally, I had people that drove to our dealership because they were lost. Because they were actually going to another dealership, drove to us, and then ended up buying a car from me. Why? Is it because they were looking to buy a car from me? No. It's because I used my I'm gonna say this, but I'm not trying to sound mean, but it's the truth. Salesmen have superior psychological power over customers. It's the truth. Cops have superior psychological power over citizens. Doctors have psychological superior power over patients. Teachers in school have superior psychological power over students. That's how they have to control people. That's their job. It's literally their business. So as a salesman, the number one tool that salesmen have is control of the person. You tell the person what to do, where to sit, when to sit. You tell them when we're gonna go for a test drive. You tell them the car we're gonna take. Customers think, oh, I have the control. Are you sure you have the control when a professional salesman is working with you? Are you sure you have the control? It's like somebody who thinks they can out trick a magician who has like 10 years of experience with sleight of hand or mind manipulation. It's not gonna happen. That's why what I teach is 100% completely different from what anybody else teaches. Everybody else teaches you go to the dealership and negotiate. I tell you guys, literally, don't go to the dealership. Negotiate from your fucking couch while sipping your beer, eating your sandwich, while watching something on fucking TV in your underwear on a Friday night. Who has the control then? You do, because you have the money. You are not in a dealership. They can't mentally pressure you into making a decision. You ask questions and you just talk over the phone. That's it. So coming to a dealership to talk, just to talk, to negotiate, that's the worst thing you can do. Which luxury vehicle do you recommend? Also, would you choose European or Japanese for a luxury vehicle? Fred, I'm just gonna go with Fred. Fred, buddy, do not buy European cars unless you're a mechanic, your friend. You have unlimited amount of money that you can spend. You just have a bunch of money, uh, or you have somebody who's gonna be repairing your cars once the sensors go bad on European cars. Who's going to be doing it? Are you going to pay $80 an hour for shop rates? Are you going to pay $700 for fucking sensors? Hmm? So buy Japanese, and the only luxury cars from Japan are Lexus, Infiniti, and maybe high end like T not TLX, not TSX, but what's the other one? RLX, Acura RLX also. That's it. But I would go with Lexus every day. Oh, also Hyundai Genesis. Hyundai Genesis. Like if you're thinking about buying a car that's only 3 years old, I would highly recommend. I would actually start with Genesis, Lexus, Infiniti, and then Acura. So I would start with Genesis if you're thinking about buying, luxury car, and you're thinking about buying, a 3-year-old, 4-year-old car. Thanks, bro. I have a Cadillac Escalade '07. Was looking to upgrade 2015. Looking to your videos. Great info. Thanks, Von Bryson. Appreciate the support, bud. And Brian Kirk. Thanks for the love. Appreciate it. How low would you try to buy on a 2019 Subaru WRX? $28,000. Is $28,000 MSRP, or is $28,000 that you got the price on it? I'm not sure, but let's go with it's a WRX. It's especially if it's a manual. Let's go with 20% off. I would start with 20% off. They're not gonna punch you in the face. Hyundai Azera or Toyota Avalon? To me, it's exactly the same. It makes no difference. Carlston, Hyundai or Toyota, it's exactly the same to me. I consider them equally quality cars. Do you have experience with Stericycle? I'm having a deal with them right now. I'm not sure what Stericycle is. Big Tasty, if you can text me what the hell is a Stericycle, that would be great. If you can text me, that'd be really cool. I'll look up. I'll help. I'll give you some pointers, but you gotta tell me what they actually are. I don't know what they are, but I guarantee you that you can explain it to me in like 10 seconds, and they're not anything new. Is it like Carvana or something? I don't know. Kane, you're stuck. I want a manual transmission and Lexus IS 300 or 350. Yo, Kane. Yeah, manual transmissions are hard to drive as a daily. Your lower back is going to be in pain. And I'm talking from experience, especially if you have a physical job, if you're on your feet, if you're actually working, not just, sitting all day, it's going to be hard for you. Because I'm telling you, pushing pedals and having your fucking your pelvis twisted opposite directions all the time, it's fun in a weekend car, but for an everyday car, it's not as easy as you think. So I drove manual, fucking loved it, but you're gonna like I still have the fucking pain in my lower back. Best way to negotiate the price on a used from certified dealership. You just tell them, hey guys, is your car any different? Is your car any special? Why should I buy a car from you? You just shut up and listen. Why should I buy a car from you instead of anybody else? I'm working with 50 different dealerships nationwide on this exact same car. Everybody has the same stuff. I'm just looking for the best possible deal. If I can get a purchase order for this car, $20,000 out the door, we can have a deal right now. I understand you're not the boss. You're not the manager just yet. So I'll tell you what. Let me talk to your manager. Let's have a deal. You get to sell a car. Your manager gets to sell a car. And I get to buy a car today. That's it. Transfer me to your manager. That's it. You tell the manager exact same thing. Hey, my name is Dan. We're looking to buy a car. We're working with 50 dealerships nationwide. We're looking for the best possible deal. If we can get a purchase order for this car for out the door price for $20,000, we'll buy this car right now and you get to have a sale today. Now, I understand that you want to make some money on the back end, and that's not a problem. We have been pre-approved through a credit union. We got everything ready. All we need is a purchase order. But if you guys want to make some extra money on the back end, we can finance through one of your loan companies so you can make some money on the referral fee. That's it. That's it. No magic. You gotta understand that you are in the position of power. You have the money. If the dealership is being really stubborn, you ask him stupid, simple questions. Let me ask you this: can you see the entrance? Do you see the entrance door? Do you see the door at your dealership? The manager is gonna be like, "Yeah, what about it?" Do you see the line of people that are lined up for this car? No, you don't. So, would you look at this? I am the only one that's looking to buy this car. So you can sell it to us today, or you can hope to sell it to somebody else tomorrow. Do you pay your employees in money or in hopes? Do you get paid in money or in hope? How about, let's do this. I'll pay you money today. Not hopes, not promises. You give me the purchase order for the price, and you have the amount of money that you already calculated, right? You give me a purchase order for, let's say, $20,000 out the door, and we have a deal today. And listen, you gotta be really strict. You gotta be really like, you have to. Not strict, but really confident. That's the word I'm looking for. You got to be really confident. Another thing that this comes from sales. Man, man, I never thought I would actually be teaching you all this stuff on the stream, but okay. So another thing is you ask a question and you shut up. That's it. If we get a purchase order for $20,000 on this car, we can have a deal today. That's it. Whatever they say, whoever speaks first loses. And you literally ask him a question. You gotta give him all the information. They have no excuses. You gave them all the information. You told them that you know that you want this car for sure. You told them that you're ready to buy. You told them that you have the financing ready. If we can have the purchase order for this car today, we're ready to buy. Send me the purchase order for $20,000. You shut up and you let him talk. Okay, what are we talking? Let me see. I skipped a little bit here by accident, but how did you learn to do sales? Did you have a mentor? Yes, I did have a mentor. Grant Cardone is actually, I highly recommend everybody who's actually serious about making money, and it doesn't have to be sales. I would actually, just for all guys that are watching this, I would highly recommend watching Grant Cardone. He is a fucking baller. I mean, I grew up without a dad, but if there's a relative that I wish I had, maybe like somebody who could, kind of look after me from time to time, it would probably be Grant Cardone, to be honest with you. If you're young, you gotta look into him. And he has a book. It's called the 10x Rule. I mean, you should probably read that book first. And then if you're thinking about learning sales is 90% emotion. So people buy and make emotional decisions. And so you got to understand why people buy. Is there an efficient method or platform out there that allow me to see how long specific car has been sitting on a dealership? Yes, there was, but I forgot about it. What I would do is I would just ask the salesman, how long did you have do you have this car for? And they're gonna tell you, literally. They will tell you. You don't have to be all sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. They're gonna tell you, listen, if the car has been sitting there for 90 days, this is the sentence that I would say. Hey, you got this car sitting, marinating on your parking lot for 90 days. Let's do something different today. Let's sell it. I know it's a crazy concept. Put me through your manager. Let's sell this car. If the car has been sitting there for only 3 or 4 days and the car is really fresh, then this is what I would say. Do you think the price of the car is going to be going up or down? It's going to go down. You're not going to be raising the price in the car. It's going to be going down. So let's sell it today for the best possible price that I'm giving you. Because if this car sits on your lot for 3 more months, the price is not going up. And the price that I'm offering you will be a lot lower from somebody else 3 months later. Or if they say this, hey, we have a bunch of calls about this dealership. About this car. We have people lining out the door for this car. Not a problem. Why haven't you sold this car? Because you have promises? I'm not offering you promises. I'm offering you money. Let's do a deal today and I'll give you money, not promises. Everybody who just came in, who joined the stream, welcome. Welcome. We're on fire. We're teaching stuff here. I wish just giving you a little insights on how car dealerships operate and how salespeople actually sell. Hey, if you want to go and get more insights, we actually have a Facebook group, a 60-minute car on Facebook. Join that because people actually are sharing their personal experiences and like a lot of personal stuff from you guys. It's not just me. So I would recommend you do that if you're actually thinking about buying a car in your time. They deal with replacement process with lemon cars for GSCO 804. Your sister wants to get a 4-cylinder automatic Camaro. First, if she's getting a 4-cylinder Camaro, what the hell is the point of a 4-cylinder Camaro? It's like a one toaster. Like, I mean, am I the only one that actually eat 2 toasts at the same time? No, nobody else does that. But a 4-cylinder Camaro, who the hell invented that thing? Yeah, you should talk her out of it. Buy a V6 if you're going to be buying a Camaro. Jesus Christ. I mean, the value on a 4-cylinder Camaro on a resale is going to be 0. Because besides your sister, nobody wants a 4-cylinder Camaro. I don't know of any person that wants, yeah, let me get a 4-cylinder Camaro. I'm looking for 2000. I'm looking for RX 350 used and still need to turn in, get rid of my 2016 Kia LX. Okay, so Betty McAllister. Okay, oh, McAllisters. I know that last name. Listen, if you have a car that you need to turn in, don't turn it into a dealership. Sell it on Craigslist, sell it on AutoTrader, sell it on Facebook Marketplace for what you owe, what you're going to be turning it in for, and you're going to make more money. And on top of that, you're actually, most importantly you're going to do the right thing in selling that car to a person in need instead of a fucking dealership that's going to mark up your car and try to screw somebody with it. So listen, if there's like one wish that I could have fulfilled, is just people stop selling cars to fucking dealerships. Have we like completely lost the skill of basic like texting and answering people's questions? Like nobody's gonna come over to your house and steal your fucking frozen pizza, you know? Should I buy 2016 used ES350 without heated, ventilated seats? G-Man, don't you know it? Listen, buddy, if you're going to be buying 2016 Lexus, you're spending a good amount of money. Why should buy a car for long term? I'm telling you, ventilated seats are freaking awesome. I would spend maybe $1,000, maybe $2,000, and get a better package. But then I don't know what's the price difference. You know, maybe look into Honda Accord. If you're looking for Lexus 350S, drive Honda Accord Touring, and then Toyota Avalon, and then Toyota Camry. They should also have ventilated seats. I love ventilated seats. Kane, I got you. Not a problem, man. That's what I'm here for, buddy. Welcome information. Love your sticking to them. You rock. Thanks, Dan. Appreciate the support. The power of Dan's. Betty McAllister. I did see a line of people looking for my Kia 2000. I was good in the car. Listen, Betty, congratulations on doing the smart thing. Sell your car to a private party. Sell it. Even if you sell it for the same amount of money that you would sell to a dealership. Inside, in here, right in this area, okay, you're going to know that you did the right thing by selling the car to a person in need, not to a dealership that's gonna mark up the car by thousands of dollars, and on top of that, they're gonna charge $1,500 worth of dealership fees, $3,000 worth of dealership fees. Thanks, Ken McCord. Appreciate the support, bud. What's your opinion on 2012, 2014 Mustang convertible for second used car for me and my wife to use on the weekends only as a fun car? Go for it, dude. Male Peugeot 001. That's a complicated word. Yeah, if you want to buy a 12, 14, convertible as your fun car, most likely, if you're going to be driving on only weekends, you're going to be barely putting any miles on it. And this is the car that you will keep for next 20 years, to be honest with you. So yeah, go for it. Buy it. But make sure you're buying a car for a long term. You don't want to have buyer's regret. You don't want to buy something like, oh, we should have bought something with leather seats. We should have bought something with this or that. Buy something with in mind, yo, I want to keep this car for the next 15 years. Lester Bernard. What's the name of the dealership? Yeah, what's the name of that movie? I forgot, Lester. I'm sorry, buddy. You're gonna have to. Lester, my recommendation, if you want to find that movie, it's a very good movie. I mean, that movie is very, very, very good. I suggest you watch it. Go to YouTube and type in car salesman movie, and you gotta find it like that. I don't know what's the name of it. That movie is, I mean, it's a very good movie. I think it shows the days that car. Yes, on Car Gurus it shows how many days it's been on there, and often you can even see the car on has been on Car Gurus for sale for 150 days, but it switched to different dealerships. That means first dealership couldn't sell it, so they sold it to another dealership, and now they're trying to sell it. Text me or mail, drive them crazy before the phone call. Thanks. Yeah, Mega Man, absolutely. Email them, text them, call them. Don't go to your dealership. Am I required to pay for the certified pre-owned fee as at the dealer? And they cried that they paid $1,000 for pre-furtive. So they're okay. Oh God. I'm getting angry right now, and people ask me why do I cuss? Because I get angry. Yo, Excision X. Okay, so you're buying a car. The car is certified, and the dealership is telling you, "Hey, we got this car certified. Pay for it." Listen, they got this car certified for $500, for $300 fucking dollars, and they're charging you $1,000, $1,000, and then on top of that, you tell them this. Listen, You got this car certified. That was your decision. You're gonna write it off. It's your decision. I'm not paying for it, number one. And number two, that's a business expense. Don't fuck with me. Don't lie to me. You got that car certified. You put new tires, you put new brakes. All that shit is a tax write-off for your dealership. So don't fuck with me. You lied to me again. I'm gonna buy a car somewhere else. You got that? That's it. Do not allow dealerships and salesmen to lie to you. Don't let them fuck with you. Never pay any fees at the dealership ever. And if you are ever forced to buy a car and you have to pay a fee, take that fee off the price of a car. You have $1,500 worth of fees, not a problem. Lower the price of a car by $1,500. Hey, best used car SUV, $25,000. Looking at Lincoln, MDX, Jeep, Cherokee, or other. David Winker, if you're going to be spending $25,000 on that SUV, here's what I would tell you. Spend $3,000 more. Only $3,000 more. Or maybe $2,000. And buy yourself a Lexus. Skip everything else. Just put everything out there. Forget about it. I'll make this decision easy for you. Spend only $3,000 more, maybe even two, and buy a Lexus RX 350. When people ask me to buy Lexus RX 350, I was able to find them deals for $25,000, $26,000 with like 30 something thousand miles, and premium models too, not just some base models. So if you're going to be spending 20 something thousand dollars on the SUV, Lexus 350, Lexus RX 350, all the way. Cadillacs are actually not bad also. Yeah, I like Cadillacs SUVs, but oh boy, they are thirsty monsters. David Winker, I think the Cadillac he's talking about, Excision, he's talking about Escalade, because it's the only one to buy. There's another one from them, and it's not too good. How do you know that professional inspectors to use from another dealer? How do I 3Printer3? How do I know which pre-purchase inspection to use from another dealerships? It's you call the dealership and you tell them, I want a pre-purchase inspection, 120 or 150 point inspection done on my car, on this car that we're buying. That's it. They're gonna do that for you. And the reason that they're gonna do a good job is because they are actually looking for problems. Because if there's problems in the car, that means they're gonna try to make money by fixing the problem. So they are genuinely looking for problems on the car. They're not just fucking around with you. Warco TV, my opinion on Jeep Compass. I think all Jeeps either need to get better quality or they need to be taken in the middle of town square and shot down and left there as an example of cars not to buy. Listen, I wouldn't buy Jeep Compass. What is there about Jeep Compass that's worth buying? What does Jeep Compass have to offer that Toyota doesn't have, Honda, Kia, Honda, Mazda, Lexus doesn't have? Even Chevy or Ford, nothing. The only Jeep that I would even conceive, that I would even think in a million years to buy, would be Jeep Wrangler. And the only reason to buy Jeep Wrangler, if it's gonna be your weekend outdoor rock crawler off-road, I mean, you're gonna get really dirty, really fucking nasty with it. You're gonna Jeep Wrangler you're gonna use it for its intended purposes. But if you're gonna be buying a Jeep Wrangler and driving it to work and just driving it to get groceries, I mean, do you really want to take that risk? Especially the Jeep Wrangler got 1-star safety rating. Come on, how can I even recommend Jeeps when Jeep Wrangler got 1 fucking star Jeep rating? How? And here's the thing. No, I don't know of any other blogger or car reviewer or auto blogger or YouTuber that talks about cars that even talked about that Jeep Wrangler got 1 fucking star. 1 star in 2019. Not 1945 Jeep Wrangler. 2019, 1-star safety rating. Betty one toaster. I'm sorry. I don't know. My brain is weird. I don't know how I come up with this shit. uh, Chrysler isn't as bad as okay. Star Nate. Listen. What's one car manufacturer that's worse than Chrysler? Pensar, if you think I'm wrong about Chrysler products, and guys, I'm not trying to hate on them because I get paid for it, or I get a hard on because I talk shit about Chrysler. Like no, if you tell me which car brand is worse than Chrysler, reliability wise, I'm all ears. Pensar, if you can tell me that'd be great. And I'm like, I'm really, I wish Jeeps were making good cars. Do you think I don't want Jeep Wrangler to be fucking reliable? You think I don't? I do. I want there to be more options. I'm tired of recommending same 6 car manufacturers all over and over and over and over again. So there's only like 6 good car manufacturers that I recommend. That's it. The last 2 vehicles I have bought from 2 different dealerships have said the same thing about their prices. They say our prices are already as is and we cannot negotiate due to online pricing. Kevin Polaridoro. Listen, guys, it's going to take me like 10 minutes to get to your question, so please have patience with me because there's a lot of people, a lot of questions, a lot of comments, and there's only one of me. Okay, so here's the thing. When a dealership is telling you we are no haggle dealership, not a problem. You ask them this very simple question. Why should I buy a car from you instead of anybody else if you're not willing to give me the best price? I'm all ears. Go ahead. Tell me why should I buy a car from you instead of a dealership down the road? And you are asking this not to a salesman, because salesman is a fucking nobody at the dealership. All right? He's a nobody. The managers are the ones who are in control of the prices. You ask them simple questions, and if they don't want to lower the price, move on. Just move on. It's simple. That's why I teach people. There's no need to be a professional fucking kung fu FBI negotiator. Once you have a list of 100 different dealerships, and you can tell them to fuck off at any point when you don't like them, you're the one who has the power. Tony Capil, never buy Maserati ever. Yeah, dude. I literally Maserati has been going out of business like every year. I don't know how they actually exist. They're literally at zero. I'm not sure if Maserati as the actual corporation makes any money. How do you find reliable mechanic to do I answered that one. Hard to find a good mechanic. I look at my car to 3 different places. Got a quote for $100 to $700. Dude, no, dude, Mr. Scott J87. Okay, to find a good mechanic, you don't do. It's really simple. You take it to a different dealership. That's it. You just take the car to a different dealership and you tell them, I want to do a pre-purchase inspection on this car. That's it. They're going to do pre-purchase inspection. It's their responsibility. You are paying for it. And it's not even their car, so they are actually looking for the problems. Yeah, Lester, I answered your question like 10 minutes ago, maybe even 20 minutes ago. Who was right? I finally took it to David Winker, are extended warranties worth it? Nope. Why? Because you shouldn't be buying a car that needs an extended warranty. I mean, think about this. If you're buying a car and you're thinking, I think this car might need an extended warranty. My question to you is, should you be buying that car at all? you know, maybe maybe rethink that decision. If you're thinking about buying an extended warranty for a car. I was going to. Excision. I was going to buy a previously leased Cadillac from a home dealer, and they showed me that the car was worth 21,000. They wanted to sell it to me for 23 plus tax. They would not take my 22 offer. Listen, no, dude, Excision, bro, you gotta speak to a lot of dealerships. You gotta negotiate with 50 dealerships at least. That's just the simplest truth. You gotta negotiate with like 50 fucking dealerships to get the best possible price. Uh, and your question is Excision. So the car was 23,000. You offered them 22,000. I think that's not enough. I think you should have went lower. But 23, you offered them 22, then they said no, so you walked out, and you're wondering, why would the salesman do that? Why would somebody not sell me a car when I'm only discounting the car, when I want only a stinking $1,000 off? Here's the thing. There's so many idiots out there that if the car required, to be $23,000, $2,000 worth of dealership fees, and you have to give a blowjob to a hairy guy, people would still be going for that deal. Because people got no fucking balls, they can't negotiate, and whatever the salesman is telling them they're gonna do. It's because because we're lacking people with the backbone. That's why. I mean, can you imagine people from like 60s and 70s right now in 2019? Do you know how many salesmen would be getting their feelings hurt very, very often, and how the car industry would have to change in literally a year? People would be like, well, hold on, you're not giving me the price that I want? Well, fuck you, I'm gonna drive my car. That's it. I'm just not gonna buy a new one. Betty, so I look for 2000. So you're looking for RX 350 used on the internet. How far do I go for distance? Nationwide, Betty. You want to be searching nationwide. And if you don't have the time, or you don't want to do the work, I can just do it for you. Uh, uh, Mummy, no, that's a different man. That's a different video. That's a different movie we're talking about. You were talking about Cadillac Man. No, it's actually a different one. It's about car sales specifically. I forgot the name of it. This is such a good movie. Um, it's not the Cadillac Man. It's something else. Um, it's not a comedy. It's more of a serious movie. It's more of a, I wouldn't even say a drama or something. How do I find the best deal on a 2019 Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk if my if they're only made 84 in the blue color? If there's only limited amount of cars, then you don't tell the salesman that you are looking for blue color. You'll be like, I'll take any car, even one of those blue cars. You don't tell them that you are specifically looking for the blue color. That's it. You got to be a little sneaky with them. And most likely the dealership and the salesman does not know that there's only fucking 84 of them made in blue color. And something else, okay? If the price between blue color and any other color is like a lot, literally thousands of dollars, buy any other color and have it wrapped. You can get a car wrapped for like $1,500, and it's gonna be good for the paint. It's gonna protect the paint also. You can wrap it in any color you want, any shade of blue. Hi, I'm looking into to Honda Civic LX and Kia Optima S. I'm not sure which one is most reliable. To me, it's the same. Sheila Rock. To me, it's the same thing. Uh, car manufacturers worse than Chrysler. Any luxury car, BMW, Mercedes, smart car, Acura, because they have. Yes, I know the Acura 9-speed transmission fuck up on their MDX. Honda minivan. Honda minivan worse than Chrysler? Yes, I know the problems with Honda minivan, but come on. Honda, I mean, as much of a fuck up that Honda minivan has, they're not worse than Chrysler. But think about this: you're comparing a Chrysler to a like BMW is worse, Mercedes the worst. You're giving us the really obvious ones. So I would put Chrysler and BMW on the same place. Chrysler and any European car manufacturer on the same plane, on the same level. Kia has 10-year warranty and 100,000 mile warranty. Yes, they do, but I think it's only on their powertrain. So I think it's on their powertrain. Let me see here. Help searching for cars. Let me. Okay. Mingi Yeo. You're asking me, should you use Auto Tempest? I don't use it, but if you want to use it, sure, why not? I think Auto Tempest is garbage. You can easily check Auto Tempest. Listen, people are like, oh, Auto Tempest is so amazing. Really, it's so amazing. From what the research that I have done, I have tested Auto Tempest on their amazingness on Craigslist. I selected. I want to only search Craigslist, and they didn't give me the results that I was looking for. They really didn't. 80 Putman. If you have a friend who works at a dealership and he can hook you up with the price that you want, I mean, go for it. Why not? Car dogs. Ken, I think that's what it was. Ken Maclay, I think that's what it was. Let me see here. Give me a second. Car dogs. Movie. Nope. Damn it. Nope. It's not Car Dogs. It's something else. I'm sorry. Give me like literally 30 seconds. I'm gonna find the name of the movie because I actually recommend that you watch it. That movie is so good. I wish I could literally upload the whole fucking thing to my channel because it's so good. Give me a second. I'll go to YouTube and I'll. Okay. What's the name of the movie here? The movie is called Suckers. I was like, damn it! There's a good name for it too. The movie is called Suckers. Watch it. Literally, if you have to spend $5, if you have to spend $5-10 to watch that movie, it's worth it. Literally, it's almost like a fucking educational course. The amount of true things that they actually show in that movie is insane, guys. It's a very good movie. It's called Suckers. Watch it. Like I said, if I could upload the entire fucking movie to my YouTube channel, I would do it. The movie is amazing. That movie is called Suckers, and I highly recommend everybody watches it. Okay, we finally found the name of the movie that everybody was trying to figure out. It's called Suckers. Okay, next question. Patron 1718. Any opinions on Ford Transit 350. Well, if you need a commercial van, you need a commercial van. What else are you gonna buy? Mercedes, that's overpriced as hell. I would buy Ford. And I wouldn't, like, if you're thinking about Ford and reliability and whatever whatnot, I wouldn't worry about it. There's just so many out them on fucking junkyards. The parts are stupid cheap. I wouldn't worry about it. You know, you're buying a business van. If anything ever breaks on it, it's going to be a tax deduction. So I wouldn't worry about it. How many offers do you accept from a dealer before you walk? 13 Charger Daytona, buddy. I wouldn't even go to a dealership. I would literally not even go to a dealership. Why would I go to a dealership to negotiate? If you're at the dealership and you're negotiating, you lost already. Do you really think you're going to out-negotiate a professional salesman, a professional manager, a professional finance manager? It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Listen, you got to negotiate over the phone or over the email. Sit on your couch, enjoy a good sandwich, enjoy some snacks, have a beer, have a glass of wine, and call dealerships. You know, you don't have to be pissed off. You don't have to be angry with them at the dealership. You don't have to be driving and spending 4 or 5 hours. Yeah, Mr. Scott, I don't know. Like, people say Auto Tempest is a good way to search Craigslist nationwide. I don't know why it sucks at Craigslist. I just don't know. So what about Chevy with the ignition recall? They knew about it, and Ford with 1.6 engine transmission. I mean, the sad truth is, Star Nate, I have to agree with you with all that stuff. Yes, far as the recalls, I don't really, I don't have a problem with recalls, because when you are making cars and you're adding new technology, sometimes fuck ups happen, you know, and car manufacturers take responsibility for it. There's recalls and they fix them. But sometimes car manufacturers are being pieces of shit, and they don't want to accept the recall, and they don't want to give you any solutions for it for years. There's, oh, we're working on the solution. It might take us next 10 fucking years, you know. So yeah. How do you find value of vehicle? Don't all websites, car gurus, auto trader, cars.com have contracts or deals with dealerships? Yes, they have contracts with dealerships, Von Bryson. So how do you find, are you looking for a value on a vehicle, or are you looking for the best possible price? If you're looking for a value, I don't see why you would even be looking for it. What you should be looking is for the best possible price. And the only way to get the best possible price is by negotiating 50, 60, 70, 100 different dealerships. That's the only way to get the best possible price. What if the pre-sale inspection finds a mechanical issue? Do you force the dealership to fix it, or do you reject the sale? Excellent question, King Null 001. So you take the car for pre-purchase inspection, and there's a problem with it. It doesn't matter what the problem with it is. There is a problem with it. A button doesn't work, radio doesn't work, the door lock doesn't work, there's a mechanical, electrical problem, suspension is fucked up, it needs a control arm, whatever the problem is. You can have a billion different problems, okay? This is what you do. You tell the dealership, either you fix it or I'm walking. Or you can tell the dealership, if you think that you can fix it with your friend for less than they can fix it, you tell them this. The pre-purchase inspection showed there's a $3,000 problem. Let's do this. You fix the car for $3,000, or we're walking. They're gonna tell you, no, we're not gonna fix it. Or you can tell them this. Hey, lower the car by $2,000, and I'll try to fix it myself. I have a buddy who can fix it for $2,000. So you lower the price by $2,000 or $3,000. That's what I would do. You use that as leverage. Yeah, Fly by 804. Yeah, suckers. I mean, that movie, some movies are so good, you can actually learn something from them. There are rare movies where you can actually learn something from them. I know it's pretty rare. All right, guys, we got about a few more minutes and we're gonna wrap this up. Supercharged engines still not as much power. Hold on. Let's. I'm not sure what you guys are talking about. There's also a conversation going in the chat besides the questions that I'm trying to get to. Um, bold chica. Whoa. Okay, if the dealership doesn't want to negotiate over email, just tell them to fuck off. You have a list of 55, 60, 70, 80 more dealerships you can work with. Literally, if the salesman or dealership, if you don't like them in any single regard, you don't like how the salesman is treating you, you don't like the pricing they're giving you, you don't like the management, move to your different dealerships. That's it. Take that price, get a different dealership. Um, Okay, Betty, Kia has new Telluride. What do I think about it? I think it's the best or 8-seater SUV you can buy. I would go with Kia Telluride, and then I would go with Hyundai Palisade, and then I would go with Honda Pilot. That's the only three I would buy. I don't like the Highlander because Pilot has more room in the back than the Highlander. So I would go with the Pilot over Toyota Highlander. SSSCSR85. You're asking me to compare quality and reliability between Honda and Kia. In my personal opinion, very humble opinion, Kia from 2012 or 2013 is on par with Honda. That's my humble opinion. That's what I would do. If I had a choice between a Honda and the Kia, I would probably buy a Kia because for the same amount of money as a Honda, I can get a Kia which has more bells and whistles. It has more options. All right, let's get a couple more questions out of the way, and I'm gonna say goodnight to y'all guys. Kapil, but let me see. I'm just trying to skip through your guys' conversation and see if there's any other questions I can help anybody with. Kane McCord, I'm looking at maybe getting 2019, if I'm not mistaken. You were talking about Subaru W. Not so. You're thinking about buying a Subaru WRX. Everybody is telling you not to get it, but there is something about it I want. Okay, there's something about it. It's called good advertising. There is a reason why you want it because of good advertising. As simple as that. So, listen. Why are you looking to buy that WRX? Why? Are you going to be racing it? Are you going to be doing anything that the actual WRX is intended to do? It's a performance sedan. Are you going to be doing anything performance in it? And here's another thing, dude. You go. Kane, buddy, watch my video about Subarus. Watch my video about Subarus. I think you're going to change your mind after you watch my video about Subarus. Thanks, Betty. I appreciate it. If you got any questions, shoot me a text. There's my phone number below. There's a texting number and calling number below the video. Or will... So what's your take on Toyota's fastest car they ever made, 0 to 60 seconds? Pentastar. I think I might barge into your conversation that you have with somebody else. The best sports car from Toyota is Mark IV Toyota Supra. Mark V Toyota Supra is complete garbage. I would buy Mark IV any day of the week. Honda Pilot is very reliable. Yes, Penstar. I know. I know. I know. They have Honda Pilots have stupid ass fucking transmissions. I hate that also. But everybody's fucking using that stupid ZF transmission. I hate it, but everybody's using it now. Why? Because it's cheap. Let's just use it. How cars are made in 2019? Car manufacturer pretty much says, "Hey, let's make a car. So we're gonna buy an engine here, a transmission from them. We're gonna make an electronic system from them. We're gonna get all-wheel drive system from them. Put that shit together, slap our own badge on it, and call it a day. That's it. There's no more design. There's no more. There's car manufacturers are not actually they're not actually designing their own cars these days. You know, they take parts from all over the world, from different part manufacturer, put them together in different combinations, slap their badge on it, and that's it. And call it an innovation. DC Johnson, my opinion on the Hyundai Santa Fe. Great car. I would buy one. All right, guys. I'm tired as fuck. I'm gonna call this end of the stream. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for your support. Thanks for sticking with me. Appreciate a thumbs up. Appreciate all the sharing that you do, guys. Appreciate the love. Thanks for sticking with me. Good night.